Okay, we're going to have a look at Sunshine of Your Love by Cream. I'm just going to demonstrate it to you first. Here we go. Okay, a little jazzy version there instead of. Anyway, yeah, so you can see that there's a lot of power chords in here if you're used to knowing what power chords is. If you don't, I'm going to just show you now. So a power chord is where you play a note and then you play on the next string down but 2 frets across. So you might want to use your little finger or your third finger. And then what you got to do is press them both down and pluck both strings at the same time. Not individually, both together. Okay, so let's just have a look at the tabs. Alright, so you can see it plays the first riff 4 times. The second riff is on the next string down. It's exactly the same riff. You can see how it being parallel, that it is moved down onto another string, but all the frets are the same. And then it moves back up to this riff, this first riff 2 times. Typical blues progression where it plays the first lot of riff or chords 4 times. Then it moves down a string and it plays it twice, and then it goes back to the original riff and plays it twice. So it's quite typical blues. Let's focus in on the very first chord. So it's this power chord starting on the 10th fret. I'm not going to mention the 12th, I'll just say power chord on the 10th, and you know that you've got to place a finger on the next string down 2 frets across, which will be the 12th. So let me show you that. So you're on the 10th fret here, put your power chord on, so the next string down on the 12th fret, and pluck them both at the same time. Now you play them twice, so it goes, and then the next power chord's on the 8th fret, so move this shape down to the 8th, so you're keeping that shape. This is on the 8th, put the power chord note on, hit that once, back to the 10th fret power chord. So okay, so I'll do that again. So you want to practice that till you get that nice and confident. Alright, so I'm going to keep my finger here on this 12th fret, because if you look at the next little bit, it starts on that 12 and it goes 12, 11, 10. You could bring it down if you want with one finger, or you could do one finger at a time. If you do one finger, that's fine, because you've got to shift your hand down here to do the next bit. So the next bit is on the 10th fret on the top string. I use my third finger for that. And then to the 8th on the string below it with my first finger. And back to the 10th. So. And you see the reason I'm using my third finger is so I'm not going skipping around with one finger. It helps you to keep your hand pretty still. Okay, so we go to that. If I do where I move this one finger down, my hand's already there to just do that. So whichever way you like. Okay, so the next bit, it moves down a string, as I said before, but you see you're starting this 10 on the 5th string, so here. And then your power chord's always going to be the next string down but 2 frets across. So, and then you're starting on this 4th string on the 12th. 2 of them. And then we go back to 2 of the main riff, so back up there. Okay, so once you've done 4 of that main riff, then move down a string 2 of that, and then move back up and do 2 of that, we're on to this next section, which is the chorus part. So I'll just do the first couple of notes. Is a power chord on the 5th fret, top string, and it's you hit it once and then twice. So da da da. Okay, and the next bit you go to the 3rd fret on the 5th string, place your power chord on, move it up to the 6th string on the 3rd fret. So this goes like that. Now when you move to this 5th string, a good tip is you've got to move your plectrum to the 5th string, because so many times I'll show someone this and then move to the 5th string and they'll just carry on playing the 6th string here. So it's obvious that if your fingers are on them strings, you've got to pluck them, and if they go to other strings, then you've got to change where this plucks to match this hand. So if I'm moving down, I've got to move this down from this string. So I'll just put that on now. So you got this here. 3, 4. 3 times it does that. And then you come up to it and you go to the 5th fret on the top string and you play 4 lots of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that's not really a good way to count it, because you'll get lost on what number of 4s are you up to. So a way to count it would be something called 16ths, where you count 1E and a, 2E and a, 3E and a, 4E and a, and that tells you where you're up to in the amount of how many times you play this. So 1E and a, 2E and a, 3E and a, 4E and a. So the E and the A is another subdivision of if you went 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. The E and the A is in between the number and the and. So sorry that's confusing, and just threw that in there, but it's good to understand how to do this. 1E and a, 2E and a, 3E and a, 4E and a. So now I'm confident I've done 4 lots of this 4 notes. So I'm just going to play that chorus. So I've been waiting so long to be where I'm going, in the sunshine of your love. Back to the main riff. Okay, so I've covered just the bulk of the song there and the main bits, so it's worth, you can play that along with the record once you get it up to speed, and it's quite good fun. So okay, hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much.